Alright. How was your day?
My day was good, as always.
Mm-hmm.
Another day on this earth. I had a
What did you do?
very interesting day, though.
Okay.
I actually did. It was kind of like a series of unfortunate events.
What do you mean?
What day for me is it? Okay, so I didn't go to the gym this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So already off to a weird start.
Yeah.
So I did errands, which actually were good. I cleaned my car and then got a car wash. I returned books at the library, which we'll get back to later.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to the grocery store.
Did you get anything new to read?
I did not. They weren't open. I just returned stuff.
Okay.
So I got to work and had what started off as a pretty normal work day, catching up from the vacation. And then Colleen, my coworker, had an appointment with a student who ended up being my student. So it ended up being my appointment. So I wasn't prepared for that, but that was fine. It worked out. And then for lunch, decided to go and try to mail my bridal shower invitations that I spent a lot of time filling out, but I needed...
The Italian ones?
Yes.
Cool.
That's amore themed. And I had bought the envelopes and our little return labels. Was feeling good about it. Filled them all out by hand with only butchered 2 with handwriting errors, you know, because it's craft paper, which is like that brown paper.
Yeah.
So if you mess up, like, that's on you, you know. You just throw it out. You can't use white out on that. So anyway, I walk into the post office and there's like 7 people in front of me. And I'm like, okay, this is fine, right? Like, I have an hour for lunch, right? At this point, I got like 50 minutes. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I was not good. At one point, there were 2 people working and one of them just walks away. So then this lady in front of me is like, oh, wow, you got an awful lot of, you know, cards there. And I was like, yeah, they're for my bridal shower. And she was like, oh, how wonderful. I've been married to my husband 37 years, blah, blah, blah. Had a nice conversation. And then she got kind of weird and started talking too much. And then the girl who's in front of her is looking at me like, she's cuckoo. Don't entertain this. And at that point, it was like, I had like 20 minutes left of my break and I didn't have any food at work. I'd forgotten my food in the freezer.
So what did you do?
So I left.
So you took an extended break today?
No, I didn't. I left with 20 minutes to spare, went to Kroger, bought protein pancakes after having already been at Kroger this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And buying 40 mini ones yesterday.
Such a mistake.
Mm-hmm. We're only till lunch.
We're only till lunch. Haven't mailed anything, basically.
It's 11 a.m.
The day's gone.
Like...
That's brutal. And then I'm continuing my... Is this okay? Or am I going to...
No, you're doing like awesome.
Okay.
It's just amazing how, like, when we really get going, like, I asked you one question. You know?
Okay,
It's a sign of a good conversationalist that, like, when prompted, one question can just go on forever.
So then,
you know?
It gets better. We're at 11. We're at about noon right now. Noon to 1. It was our range.
Yeah.
So I get back.
This is, like, riveting right now. My neck seem like I have it on the edge of my seat.
Okay.
I'm like, and next.
And next,
Yeah.
I had an appointment with one student. She had a balance hold. Not much I can do there. And then the next student hadn't even applied to the university to be a student yet. So I'm like, listen, bro. Like,
I can't believe this is the first time this has happened to you.
It's not. It's not. I was just depressed that I had to be an infomercial for this person.
Yeah.
And then, okay, I was at work, kind of took the day a little bit easy, tried to chill out a bit, talking to my friends. They're trying to make some plans.
What, Emily and him?
Yeah, didn't work out.
At all?
No,
What were you trying to plan?
Emily accidentally, on purpose, not really, invited both of us for one wristband to Faster Horses the third day for Kayla's wristband because she can't make it the third day.
Oh.
And I naturally...
And neither of you?
I just said, Hannah,
It's
you take it.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Well, yeah, I wanted to go this time.
I know. How messed up would that have been? Yeah, sure.
It would have been fine, but like...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know how I feel. Next
Yeah.
time you go, I'd like to go with you. I think it would be fun. I think we'd have fun together.
I think we would too, but...
Do you disagree? No.
No, but it was only for like the third day or whatever. And by the third day, it's just
What's like the best day to go?
the first night, Friday night.
Is that because of the atmosphere or because of the artist?
Usually both.
Well,
Yeah.
really? Like
Friday
the best
and
people
Saturday.
come Friday?
Typically, yeah. Well, because that's like the
Who are the
kickoff.
headliners this year?
Isn't it like Lainey Wilson,
I don't know
Jelly
any of her
Roll?
songs.
I like
Jelly Roll is hilarious.
I don't think it's Jelly Roll. I don't know. I wasn't super into it this year.
You like Lainey Wilson though.
I like her.
Mm-hmm.
She sings Wildflowers and Wild Horses. Oh,
Yeah.
and I have something else that happened.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually great.
Mm-hmm.
Brett and Sophia hard
Wow.
launched their relationship on Instagram, both of them,
Oh,
with pictures that
they
I
posted?
took.
Nice. Can you show me?
I don't have my phone on me.
Okay,
Here.
well I want to see them later.
Yes,
Or should we do it now?
we should. Let me. My phone is like almost dead, though.
You can plug it in here. Here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, did she follow back? Oh. Well, that was weird.
Did she not?
No, she started following me, but I'm not following her.
Oh.
No, but I am. Okay, that's weird. Anyway.
Oh wow, look at them.
Yeah, I took that. Yeah, I took that.
Brett's such a jerk. He took a week off lifting and still
I
looks
know.
great. I'm so annoyed by that.
I took both of those puppies.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
And
They
then-
are a good looking couple.
Yeah, and
they
she
look
did
great
post
together.
this one.
Whoa!
He looks a bit
I don't know if
strange
it's the
in that.
shirt or what, but his eyes look so blue.
I know.
Damn.
He looks so pale next to her, but that's fitting.
They love each other.
They do. Oh, she said love.
Nice.
And then this is the one Brady posted. Look
Brett
at he's
posted that?
smiling.
Yeah. I don't know why he hates his smile. Doesn't he look good?
Yeah.
Look at how happy he is.
I know he looks. I got a real laugh out of him for that pic. Like I was.
I told you.
I was like,
if you
use
want the
your
smile,
teeth.
you gotta ask him to laugh or
Yeah.
get him to laugh.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that happened, and.
Are you sure you didn't like ours? The ones that we took?
Oh yeah, I looked totally obese. Which
I
was
thought you
really.
looked beautiful, and I thought we
thanks.
looked really nice.
I didn't. It was devastating. I looked so
Devastating.
good prior.
You know how for Hawaii you peaked the week after? This one was kind of like the week
I
before.
know. It kind of sucked.
Timing's hard.
Yeah, it is hard.
Mhm.
Sorry. I was just asking Emily earlier if she wanted to meet me at the gym. Again, nope,
No.
didn't work out. We're all just all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard
And
now.
Hannah lives across the state.
She moved
It's
so
she left.
far. And
She
then I'm
left.
trying to be like, let's get
Yeah.
together for my birthday, which is the
Mm.
one thing we always get together.
Yeah.
And they're like, how
Oh,
about August 12th? I'm like, or what?
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
Today you were trying to tell me that if I wanted to like work on the 30th that I could. We just have dinner. And I was like, no chance.
Well, I'll be at
It's literally-
work during the day. That's what I meant.
So I could have.
Or wait, no, I won't. We get our birthday off.
Yeah.
Give me some.
Okay, good. Because in my mind, I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm working on your birthday. There's no chance.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
have more fun things that happen.
Whatever you
I
want
sent
to
Mary and Maggie emails to their camp email handles.
say. Their
So-
camp.
Spring Hill.
They're going to Spring Hill.
Yeah,
Oh.
they go always.
Okay.
So basically, like,
We've definitely talked about that before.
They print off, I guess, like, the notes that you send and, like, give...
Oh, I know about this, yeah.
So I sent them cute little notes.
Mm-hmm. When I was in high school, there was this retreat that the guys would go on, and it was called Kairos.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I just, like, it's a very faith-based, like,
Yeah,
brotherhood, like, based trip, and I really wasn't, like, at a good spot there. I had people that I was close to, but I didn't have, like, a lot of people I felt, like, super comfortable with, and I didn't want to be, like, away for an entire weekend for that, but...
Understandable.
Yeah. I don't know, if I was still in school and felt the way about life that I do now, I definitely would have gone, because it's, like, a great opportunity. And the people that came back, they were, like, transformed in a good way. Yeah. But just like what you're saying, the, like, big reveal at the end was that they got, like, letters from their friends and loved ones. Kind of like how at the end of OCIA, I got a bunch of letters. Mm-hmm. Yeah, which was... So I guess I have had that experience before.
Yeah, you have.
And it's awesome.
It is.
That was so fun. Mm-hmm. How many letters were there? 50?
There were, like, 50, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a mound.
It was just...
Oh.
So nice. Especially the people that wrote, like, 4 or 5. Do you remember that one woman?
Yeah.
Yeah. Parents. Emily, go ahead. You're fine.
No, that interrupts the vibe.
The flow, okay. So, I'm just gonna... Yeah, thanks.
Damn. Anyway.
You'll get it back.
So basically, here's what happened.
With the Spring Hill and Mary and Maggie?
No. Oh no, I just lost my train of thought. Oh, so finally this long/fast day ends. I drive home, make myself a chicken sausage and mac and cheese.
Are those still good, by the way? I saw them and they were
a bit
wrinkly.
Weird of a color, yeah.
Like wrinkly was the word.
I ate one. We'll see.
And how are you feeling?
All right.
Cool.
And then I was like, I was in my bathrobe watching Allison Bickerstaff YouTube video.
Is she the one that reminds you of yourself?
No, that's Greta.
Really?
Wilson. Yes. But
are Greta and Allison friends?
Yes.
Okay.
So anyway,
I need you to write out like a family tree
No.
of the YouTube girlies, because I recognize all the names, but I get them mixed up.
You do.
Yeah.
So basically, at this point, drive to the gym. There's no parking spots. Park miles away.
Northville is a mess.
It is.
They
Park
tell you not to go
miles
there.
away.
Mm-hmm.
Walk up.
Workout starts
there.
then.
I'm there. I'm there for 20 minutes because you texted me and I was like, oh shit.
Oh.
So then I book it to Target.
Okay.
And to get a price adjustment. And this woman who I can tell she's got a bit of a problem with me. Because basically this lady, okay, she does too many of my returns, exchanges, pickups, etc. She is just tired of me at this point.
I know who you're talking about, by the way.
Yes.
The older woman.
No.
No.
A different one.
Okay.
And she was like, can she even do an adjustment on a Target Circle week item without the item? And the lady, like the manager's like, well, what is it? And she's like, a shirt. Wait, no, it's a dress. And she's like, yeah. Because clearly they have that in place, so you can't like rip off tech, which makes sense.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Not
get it,
really.
try. So, say you bought like a tech item like 2 months ago, and you're like, I want a price adjust, like a new price. You could be using your friend's phone for all they know. So they want you to have the item. So they know that you're not somehow ripping them off. I don't know if that makes any sense. That's probably not.
You'd be ripping the friend off in that situation though, because you're only being refunded like whatever the amount is.
I guess too if you like find old receipts or something. I don't know. Look, I don't know. Anyway, made it home and here I am. But there were certainly some other weird bumps around along the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just an odd day.
Okay.
But a good one.
Yeah, you seem
Oh,
happy.
I talked to Lauren's mom
Really?
about
What's her name?
Linda.
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 Okay, you talked to Linda.
Linda and I about planning her baby shower.
Mm-hmm.
It's very exciting.
Oh, okay.
It was fabulous.
When is it, and when is it at? Or
It's
what's the
also
theme?
in October.
What else is in October?
My shower.
Yeah, okay.
I think hers is the first weekend. And
October's gonna be awesome.
I
My dad's
know.
birthday is that month.
Yeah, it's gonna be-
Halloween, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
so it's like lemon themed.
Lemon.
It like
Okay.
it's very cute
Yeah.
because she has like everything picked out. I was like,
It's a cool aesthetic.
excuse me. So,
Definitely unique.
yeah. So she was like, "Hey, I really like this stroller, car seat combo at Target," and she was gifted.
That is cool.
She
Like the
was-
basket
yes.
that you just
And she was given a gift card by the family that you'll be nannying for her baby.
I was texting her today, Crystal.
That's great.
I'll tell you about it.
So basically, she was like, "This is on sale." I was like, "Sweet, let's use my discounts." I was like, "You know what? I'm just gonna give you
Keep going.
a lump sum of cash towards this item as your gift for your baby shower." Like that, I thought that was a fantastic plan because Lauren is extremely hard, in my opinion, to buy for. As am I, because we're very picky and particular, and that's not a bad thing. It's just like
Lauren's kind of expensive though too.
Lauren has
In her
expensive
taste.
taste. And this,
Like, was this like stroller combo thing expensive?
$400.
Yeah.
yeah,
So you were offering to contribute to it.
yes.
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, just buy something off my registry." And I was like, "Okay." But, like, I get that. I mean, it's kind of like she had things in her mind. She
Maybe
was
like
planning,
her aunt will go in for a big
right.
budget item like
or her mom.
that.
Or
Because reasonably
or
$400.
she herself knew, well, the gift card was $200. Plus my discounts.
What gift card?
From Crystal.
And Crystal gave it to...
Lauren.
Okay.
As a baby.
Oh,
gift.
cool. No way.
Like, departing.
Right on. All right.
Yeah. So basically, I'm like, oh, I'll just like further contribute to it. But she didn't want to do that because I think in her mind she had budgeted to do this thing for herself
Mm-hmm.
and the baby type thing. So I think she's like, what's on my registry is what I want, which I get because I don't want people to go
Aren't
off
you, like,
registry.
the same way?
Yeah. It's like I've like curated this stuff for people to buy, so I get it. But I'm really excited. Your mom told
The
me
panini press. The creamy.
the espresso
Was it-
maker. Yeah.
was-
Is that all you want? Should just
If I had
delete
like that
everything
and like
else?
the iPad keyboard, like
Nothing ever
life would be
again.
so sweet.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Okay, your turn. You had a munch.
Today was actually like insane. It was like one of the most cognitively demanding like days I've had like recently.
Are you okay to talk right now?
Yeah, to you. Not so much to anyone else. I like got in my car and I was like, oh, but okay, so I had my first ever therapy appointment today, and I can't talk about what happened in this session, but I can talk about like what the session was like. So it was an intake session. An intake session is exactly what it sounds like. It's like the first time that you're meeting the person, and there was a ton of stuff to do like before and after in order to make sure that like I was organized, and I showed up like overly early and like rehearsed all the steps so that I would like seem professional when it was time to do the actual thing. And I think I was successful in that. And one of my big takeaways from this first session was like the difference between playing therapist and being a therapist.
Yeah.
Like in the end, I was trying to like put on this like skin and like walking around in it, and I think it was like clunky and a little bit unnatural. But then like when I would just like spontaneously like
Say
ask
something.
a question
Yeah.
because I was genuinely curious, or like I thought that I could offer like some insight based on like what the client like just shared, then like those were like real moments where it was like, oh, and like, but I brought that like same like calm demeanor, like visibly I looked composed because like it was a lot of pressure, like in the, you know, you're the leader of the room. You're supposed to lead the session, and like, not
Absolutely.
like the client had never been in therapy before, so like it was up to me to like guide
When it's
them
your
through this.
first time ever.
Yeah, but they didn't know that either.
Right.
And like, I debated disclosing that to them, by the way, but I didn't think that there was anything to be like gained from it, because I was trying to like build their trust.
Yeah.
And I think that,
hey, this is my first time.
yeah, well, their trust in me as a professional.
Yeah.
Like, to build their trust in me as a person, maybe sharing would have been
Nice.
better.
Yeah.
As opposed to like withholding.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking through all of this right now. But the session itself was like overwhelmingly positive. It went great. I did all the paperwork stuff correctly, which was like the part that I was worried about. I knew that I would be able to do like the actual therapy part like pretty well, just because I'm good at asking questions and listening so much. But when I was done, I was like, because like my adrenaline was like,
you'd been on,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and I don't think
and
that
you were a little bit nervous.
probably more than I let on. I was like super nervous. I was like thinking about this when we were on our trip. Like it was.
Yeah. You brought it
was
up
not,
a few times.
Yeah, it was gnawing at me, but it's gonna get way easier over time, and I have like, because of how well today went, I know that like subsequent sessions in the future are gonna continue to go well, like if not better. So that just like really, really excites me. I feel like super good about like where I'm at in my like career with that right now. Like my current like skill set and like the potential for like the therapist that like I could become. Like I can see it.
You will become.
Yeah, and like everybody always says this like afterwards. It's like when you exit any important conversation, right? Or like we've all experienced this. Like back when I was in high school, I'd get into an argument with someone that I probably never should have been a part of to begin with, and then like later that night in the shower, I'd think of like the exact thing that I wish I had said.
Yes.
Like after the session, I had a few of those moments where like I just like an interesting piece of information was presented, something that I thought was poignant, and I asked like 2 or 3 questions like to go deeper on it, but then I'm like, oh god, like I could have made this connection, or like asked one more and that might have led them like here, right? So but yeah, overall really great vibes. Did my first ever like therapy note, which was awesome. That is an art form in and of itself, just because like the language is super formal and there's like certain things that they're looking for. It's all like, it's an art. There's a lot of technique behind it, and I'm obviously still learning. You know, this was my first time, but okay, so that happens, and then I race to the gym. I can barely move, right? Like our vacation lifts were insane, and I did way more volume for whatever reason when we were at the gym.
Probably because we were.
Well, because I was hyped up, like I was so
Sure.
excited. Yeah, maybe.
At the beach.
Maybe.
You were sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't that kind of beach, Meg. No. But yeah, but the workout was still like super successful. It felt good being like back in my like own place. One of the trainers there came up to me and he was like, "Hey, did you go to Grand Valley?" Swear to God, yeah, older dude, like 40, right? And I was like, yeah. And anyway, we started chatting, and I don't know if he like recognized me from the gym or from class, but he majored in kinesiology and like walked onto the football team, and then like hated like the way that the coach was like treating like not only him but other people. He told me this whole like story about how like he had this friend who was a great player but got injured, and then after that like the coaching staff just kind of dismissed him, right? Like didn't really care about him, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, that's like really really sad. But this guy was like chatting my ear off when I didn't have the time, but like I could tell that he kind of needed to talk, and I'm like, okay. So now I'm in this and I'm listening, right? But like I'm in a time crunch. Yeah. So my workout was like as fast as I could, like probably a 10-minute conversation, and then super fast after that. Lost my pump during that time. I was upset about that. Taking an off day tomorrow. That's good. Got to my meal timing was really good today, despite like being all over the place. Like I was able to like do things. Then, okay, so this was the cool thing. and we haven't talked about this yet, but I got to Barnes and Noble, right? We're doing our orientation. I thought that it was just going to be me, but there were 2 girls there. And that location sells more books than any other Barnes and Noble in Michigan, which I thought was pretty cool, of which there are currently, like, it was either 23 or 27, so that's super interesting.
Especially, I would have thought, like, Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
That ginormous gargantuan one.
Yeah, well, it was just, like, that's been a happy place for me for, like, so long, that, like, being there and seeing behind the curtain was crazy.
Was it cool?
Insane. Yeah. Well, it's just, like, it's simpler than you might think. Like, the things that, like, well, there's, like the operational side of things, but then, like, curating the store to, like, feel the way that it does, there's, like, just, like, these little techniques, like the ways that they arrange books. They talked about, like, how, like, certain round tables have, like, a pyramid style where, like, it literally, like, goes up to, like, a highest point, and then there's this other, like, waterfall one, which is, like, a staircase, and, like, there's, like, and then, like, they have these, like, folding paper squares with, like, that are, like, what's the word, branded with, like, Barnes and Noble stuff, and, like, they put that between, like, the back of the shelf and the book so that the book's, like, more up front, right, and it just, like, looks nicer. And they talked about how, like, like, each store is not the same. Like,
that's true.
Yeah, and I mean, you know that, like, we've been to, like, we mainly go to the one that I'm at, but we've been to the Ann Arbor one, and the Ann Arbor one is way different, but they're, like, that's intentional. It's because they're, like, they've curated that selection to, like, better suit that particular, like, demographic based on, like, you know, a variety of factors. And then they were talking about how they file books too, and, like, the example that he gave was of, oh my goodness, it was like the Diary of Anne Frank, right? They're like, where would you file this book? And it's like, well, you could do it in, like, biographies. You could do it in like general history. You could do it in World War II specific history. You could do it in, like, Holocaust studies. And he's like, and all of these are correct, right? And he's like, you're not going to be like get in trouble if you picked, like, one over the other, right? But they want to know why you did that, right? And that, like, goes into, like, the whole, like, style of the thing. And, like, you know how they recently redesigned, like, the store where it used to be rows?
Yeah.
And now they're, like, cubbies. That's what they call them, right? And it's meant to, they modeled that after boutiques.
Wow.
How insane is that? So
That's
the story
fast.
is meant to feel, like, sectioned, like,
Yeah.
different boutiques,
Like,
and you're just walking
yeah.
through all of them. But he gave me this, like, insane story about the direction that, like, books are going, well, like, that market, and because he's been with this company for, like, since 98. What is that, 26 years?
Wow.
Yeah. And, like, he was I met, like, maybe 10 people that worked there, and one of them had been there for, like, 3 months, another one for 2 years, but then everyone else was 5 years or greater. And, like, many of them, probably, like, 4, were 15 years or more. So, like, the retention is insane. And
Wow.
that was, in all of them, by the way, happy.
Yeah. I believe it. I love that.
They were laughing. There was laughter in the air. Like, I'm just, like, you know how I feel about, like, working
Yeah.
in general, right? And, like, it's almost like you're supposed to hate your job, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, and everyone's miserable and everybody complains. This place, like, wasn't like that. It's not like a utopia, right? And there will probably be, like, days where I really dislike going in there. However, like, on the whole, it seemed like a place, like a happy place where happy people work. So I'm, like, super into that.
You loved it to begin with. So
Yeah.
That's how I
Well,
feel
I have a history there, and, like, so the woman who helped me find my devotional,
Yeah.
do you know her? The old woman, short hair,
Yeah.
Christian.
Uh-huh.
So her name's Patty, and Patty, when I saw her, I was like, Patty, like, we're gonna be colleagues, and then she goes, God is good. Right? And I was just like, yes, he is. And like, it was so great. And later on, she gave me like this little old lady side hug. And like, yeah, so I'm so excited to be with her and be working with her.
That's great.
The store manager, Jenner, okay, his son's name's Shane. Right? So immediately we have like that going on with one another, and it was cool. The other two girls that were with me, they were interesting. Like, everybody's interesting and they have a story.
Very different tastes or similar tastes?
Great question.
You might not know that yet, though.
I think they're different for the most part, but like the greatest area of overlap is just like general fiction. You know, like that's what they sell the most of. Kind of unsurprisingly, by the way, but like there was literally one person that was just like K-pop. I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
She was awesome. I liked her. She was rad. She had like cool pins. Like on her
yes,
thing.
yes.
Okay, yeah, so that happened. I feel good about it. So it's gonna be that, babysitting Seed Lab. Practicum. So I won't be able to do Target, and I'm gonna email the HR person from Target. Yeah, I know. I literally have a note on my phone that has like a to-do list of like things that I'm either gonna accomplish today or tomorrow. Just like got a lot of people that I need to get back to right now, and
well, I'm glad.
I'm just gonna tell them like, hey, I'm like super grateful for the opportunity, and I really appreciate you being willing to like take me on right now. However, like, whilst applying to like your company, I applied to several others, and another opportunity that's like better suited to me was like offered, and there's
maybe,
really no bad blood.
Yeah.
Like that is such
the only
tell me what you think. I think it's a really polite, professional way.
The only thing I wouldn't say is I applied to multiple other companies. I would just say like another opportunity came up.
So skip that part.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is your Target. Like, I love Target. Like, you know this. Like, I do. I really do.
And who
you
knows,
love
maybe
Barnes.
in the future. Now I see what you're saying.
Like,
I thought you meant my Target, like, I'm going to walk in and see these people. I'm like, I don't even know them.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, Target is to me as Barnes is to you, which is why I think this is actually going to be great.
Mm-hmm. You might love Target this much more. But that analogy is, like, as on the nose as it could
is.
be. Yeah.
I mean, for a while.
Mm-hmm. So that was pretty much my day. Tomorrow I'm not going to the gym. I'm going to spend a lot of time at MMP tomorrow.
Good.
I might have to work into the evening.
At MMP?
Just so you know.
Okay.
Because last week we were on vacation.
Yeah.
I have hours that I need to make up.
Yeah.
Like to stay on track. Yeah.
So what's the rest of the week look like for you?
Babysitting Tuesday, Wednesday.
Wednesday, Thursday, you mean?
What's today?
The 8th.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, Wednesday, Thursday, thank you. And then Friday I'm doing an experiment at Seed. I'm actually like running it, which is cool. And then I might have stuff with them this weekend. I don't know. I'll have to check. We have a shared Google Calendar there. Oh. I wouldn't have scheduled it over Joey and Courtney because I think we had those plans first.
Yeah.
I'll double check. If it's I know it's coming up, so if it's not this weekend, it's probably the following.
It's the following because I'm working at Target.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That was a whole debacle
that was the thing.
today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That we didn't even get to. Okay. Cool.
Are you nervous at all about scheduling
for
all of this stuff?
There's so many like
commitment. I know. I
just have a lot of balls
list.
in the air,
yeah.
but like I want you to know like where I am and what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So like we've talked about it before, but like our like shared Google Calendar, I'm literally gonna put like my Barnes shifts on there, and like I'll put my Seed shifts on there. I'll put my MMP shifts on there.
Yeah.
And like it's gonna be great. It's gonna help me, but it's gonna help us because like then we can just schedule around things.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna be times where like we might not be able to do something, but like hope like on the whole, hopefully most of the time, we're just going to be able to work around like these things. And to the best of my ability, I'm going to continue to try and preserve like our evenings and weekends for me and you. You know how important that is to me.
Yeah, I love you.
Yeah, and I'm not really willing to like sacrifice that. However, like, you know, here and there, if it has to happen, I'm sorry, but it like has to happen.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I guess my biggest concerns are like the weekends. More so.
I know.
More so because I just know retail. Did they talk to you at all about like how many hours you're expected to work or like when you're expected to work?
So I'm gonna get 20, and but with the opportunity to pick up. But if I go over 30, then I'm considered full time.
Okay.
And after 30, that's when they have to start offering me benefits. So, yeah. But I had a private moment with, like, the store manager, and he kept telling us, he's like, yeah, like, if you want to be, like, groomed to be, I don't know, groom's kind of a nasty word, but, like, if you want to be, like, mentored into, like, into a new role, like, being promoted, like, let him know. So day one, I'm like, hey, it was just me and him. The other girls had left, and I was like, hey, like, you know, you offered, and you said, like, hey, if you're interested, let me know, and I would like to let you know. Like, I love to learn, I love to work, like, whatever you need, I'm here. Just let me know. And he was like, nice. He was really into it. But he is like such an approachable, nice guy. I can't emphasize, nice guy.
See, that's the kind of
leader.
leader.
And it starts with him though.
Yeah.
Like that's like why the culture is the way that it is there, from what I can tell. Yeah. I forget the name of the person, but another one of my colleagues is a PhD student in psychology. Are you kidding me? Right?
Where?
I don't know. He just like mentioned it kind of like offhand. I know. So I'm going to track them down.
That person.
Yeah. So, okay. So we've like caught up and everything. And I had like one thing that I wanted to pick your mind about. So like vacation time, right? Like this past week was amazing, you know? And personally speaking, I was just living my best life. I was waking up every morning, reading from the Bible, like right away, right? Like first thing, just like nourishing myself in that way, like making food, and in the quiet of those early hours when it was just me, like sitting out, like looking at the lake, right? Like amazing. And like after that, we would go to the gym, right? Every day. And then like that, this past trip was, I think, at least in recent times, probably since Hawaii, the longest uninterrupted like amount of time you and I have had together.
Absolutely.
So like my takeaways from like, I'm trying to like bring the best parts of like vacation life like into my everyday life. And some of like the things that I liked most about that were like, not in any particular order, but like were those three, like every single morning without failure, like Bible study right away, like just the way that I need to start my day off. And then faith, hit fitness next, right? And like you're my companion in both of those. Like we were doing like those things together, which was like so awesome, so meaningful to me. And then after that we would do whatever we wanted together, and it was just like perfect. So like what I want is like to start my day with faith, hit fitness. I don't know if back to back is like I feel great about myself and about life after that, and then maximize the amount of time that we're able to spend together. So those three things.
So you're willing to lift in the morning?
Not necessarily. I don't know. I'm just trying to like those things were so great, and probably my favorite parts of vacation, and I'm trying to like bring them home because like, fourth thing. Sorry, this is a huge one, and I don't know how I missed it, but it was like we weren't on technology, like zip zadas, like none, right? And it was fantastic, like the mental clarity and like just like that feeling of like being present and like looking up and like seeing the trees, seeing the clouds, and being like, wow.
Swatting bugs.
Yeah, that too. Being attacked by nature as well. But, we came home, And all of a sudden, right,
We're
just falling
in
back
bed.
into bad
Yeah.
habits, like I'm here, I'm making my food in the morning, and sure enough, like I just want to pull up YouTube and start listening to something in the background. It's like, why, dude? Like, why are you like so scared of just being alone with your own thoughts? And I don't like that, because like what was really happening is that I was anxious about this session that I had today, right? And I think, like, and that's where my mind kept going back to, was the session. What do you need to do before that? Like, and like, those are good constructive thoughts, right? But I was like trying to like push them
Mute
away,
that,
quiet
yeah.
them. Yeah, so I don't know, like, what it's gonna take. Like getting a dumb phone, setting like hardcore like screen time limits, but it's got to be something, because like it's just, my life is richer without those things.
I mean, I
So that was
Oh, please. Come here.
what a hater.
Ran away from me.
Yeah, well, she knows she did bad.
So-
Yeah, that was a lot, but like, do you have reactions?
Yeah, I
To
think
that.
that's great. I'm really proud of you for wanting to do a Bible study. We're about to be godparents.
Yeah.
So,
Woo. Baby Zeke.
enriching yourself in
How do you
that
say
way.
it? Baby Zeke.
Baby Zeke.
Yeah.
I also think that we should think about that for like our dream life one day. Like, if we could for real just like go to bed at 10, 11, mainly 10. Go to bed at 10, wake up 6:30-ish, 7. That's 7 for me. I love 9 hours of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You eat, go to the gym, maybe work from like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like
I don't know
10
either.
to 4.
That's the thing. Like,
10 to 4. I don't
Yeah.
know.
oh,
maybe
one thing that
one-
I will say though is that they said that like trading shifts is super easy, and it happens all the time.
Oh, people just are willing to do it.
Yeah. Like,
That's
it's
true.
not even a big deal, and like requesting time off, like within reason, not a big deal either. What?
That's
I've
great.
never heard that before.
Me neither.
So yeah, how are we gonna bring there were those 4 things. How are we gonna bring the best parts of our vacation life into our everyday life?
Number 1, you doing your Bible study in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
which will also eliminate this.
Yeah.
Number 2.
I'd love if we could do that together. I know that with you working out in the morning, we can't do it every day together, but like on weekends and things, we
Yeah.
should definitely be able to, and Fridays. So,
Yeah,
okay.
that'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
I will say though, we're on different like Bible study plans, and that's not to say it couldn't be anything one way or the other. But
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Aren't you reading like a chapter of
Matthew?
yeah per day? Okay, but I mean that's
15, 20 minutes.
yeah, but also only like 15, 20 chapters, is it not?
I think it's 28.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like a
Um,
month, and then what happens after that? Another gospel, or
I don't know if I have one left. Actually, I think I have John.
you just start over?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm interested in the books of wisdom. Like, I read Ecclesiastes.
Yeah.
That was great. Morbid, kind of depressing. One of those things that you have to like interpret the right way. But, and then there's literally the book of wisdom, and I think 2 others. I could be wrong on that. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I think.
Okay, so faith in the morning. That's what we've done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing my fitness grind in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
but
There's gonna be days, given the way that my
That you're
life,
gonna have
my
to.
life is trending right now, that I'm just gonna have to.
yeah. So
And
are
like, if you
people.
have to, you have to. So, oh, that's cute. You're saying it's gonna be cool because we'll do it together again.
Yeah. You can turn it to positive.
Yeah. More
And
Meg, more
then-
Meg time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then what? I know the phone one.
Yep, that was 3, and then the other one, Oh, it was just maximizing time together.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
the phone one and the maximizing time together go hand in hand. I can't really control, not that I control you, but I can't really, say what to do when you're gone if you're on your phone type thing, and vice versa. But like when we're together, if we, I don't mind personally, like watching a show together.
No, Mophie.
I enjoy it, but
The Bachelorette just came back.
tonight.
We have the Kardashians.
What
Oh,
time?
shit.
Oh, we got 20 minutes. 20 minutes. So basically,
Can
I'm
we watch
not.
it out here? Or does it have to be in the other room?
It could be out here, yeah.
Out here
So
would be more
basically,
fun,
not
I would think.
opposed to that.
Yeah.
Yes, but
But
I mean, overall, like, I know you're not a big music guy, but you could try to, if you need something to listen to, try to listen.
But I don't. I'm just running away from my thoughts, and I'm uncomfortable being alone with those thoughts.
So then put your
It's
phone
literally like
in
an
your
exposure
backpack.
thing, you know?
Put your phone in your backpack, in the back of your car, and you spend a lot of time driving. Drive in silence and have some time.
That's
to
a really
think.
good one, though. Or I could listen to Christian music in the car.
Christian music.
What's that one
slaps.
station?
93.1 Family Life Radio.
Yeah.
Or what's the other one?
It's 102, right? 7? Is that right?
Maybe. Oh no. There's one that's like even more.
It was saved on your old car.
It was, I know, and I lost it.
No, K-Love. What's
K-Love.
K-Love?
Good job.
So, yeah.
But yeah.
If that's 1027, maybe. But it is.
K. The
It
name
is
is
called
K-Love.
K-Love, yeah.
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 With Skip and Amy, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Does
You
that
think
help?
Jen's going to be a good bachelorette?
I hope so.
I don't know. She's like a party girl. Like
Yeah.
from her. Remember they did like the shot thing or whatever on the
yeah.
like tell all?
That's a no for me.
It didn't resonate with me.
Me neither, babe.
Yeah. If you were on that show, what would your entrance be? You're meeting me.
It'd probably be
I'm
dressed.
standing there ready.
I just stuttered. I'd probably be dressed as like a llama or something, or riding a llama. Is that inhumane? I don't know.
I don't know. Don't llamas smell kind of bad? Don't you want? Do you want to?
What if I just pull up in a Baywatch bathing suit, or I just pull up on a horse in like a white dress?
The horse would be like cool.
Majestic.
I'd be like, whoa.
Yeah.
Like that's a pinch me moment.
Yeah,
I've had that Megan dream before.
All right.
Okay, cool.
We good here?
I think we're great. I love you.
All right. Love you too. Until next time.
Yeah, thanks for doing this with me. I had fun. Did you have fun?
Yes. Yes, I did.
I was convincing. All right, cool.